penalty. We were here on Wednesday for the Chibuku Super Cup preliminary tie between Yada and Dynamos, which of course you all know Dynamos went through on penalties to go through to the first round proper. We are back, like I said, to see how or if MWOS, the Panthers who use the stadium as their home turf, can get past the Green Machine Caps United again. I say again because in the reverse league fixture, they beat Caps by 3-2. Makepe missing a penalty through the man we call Cantona, Eric Manokore, who later on moved to FC Platinum. So that is the big tie we have for you. We've got 3 other games. We'll be telling you those about. That's the Chibuku Super Cup. So, without any further ado, have you ever been in 2 places at the same time? Nah. Have you? Well, I'll tell you. It's happening now. There's a guy who is here and he's somewhere else as well. So he's in 2 places at the same time. I'm talking about he's watching this one, MWOS versus Caps, and then his other half is at Wadzanai Stadium where Simba Bora are taking on Dynamos. Yes, I'm talking about former Dynamos captain, a living Zimbabwe Warriors midfield legend. We used to call him Chief. We still call him Chief. Let's say hello to Chief Justice Majavi. Yes, Chief. You are in 2. This here is at Wadzanai, and this one is here. Correct?
Legendary. Thank you, and thank you. Good afternoon to everyone. It's interesting. We are back again at Ngoni Stadium, anticipating another good game. Last Wednesday we were here. We watched also some good football from Yada. They did very well, despite losing. Of course, Dynamos won. As long you go to the penalties against them is their card. Yeah, you know. And today, this afternoon, very sunny. But I think the 2 teams you can see in the warm up during the warm up. They are looking sharp, and it's a good sign. Yeah, sure.
Right, very sunny here at Ngoni Stadium. If you are very, very sorry here. Very sunny. But we're still waiting for the crowds to really ramp up, because here the crowds, especially those around Norton, they love this this side. MWOS, that's the Panthers. They still haven't filled up that stand which is behind us. But anyway, let's talk more business. Alongside, or should I say, together with Chief Justice Majavi, is a man, he's a staunch Liverpool supporter. We call him Coach Bex. Let's say hello to Bekim Pilonyoni. Coach Bex, it's always good when you're around, and very sunny here.
Good afternoon, Sen, and good afternoon, Zimbabwe. Yes, it's really sunny here, and we are, as we are looking, we are seeing the teams warming up. You can see that they are geared up for this game and to make sure that they collect the points. Because if you look at both teams, the last weekend both teams lost their games, and I would want to believe their coaches were not really happy, and will try to make sure that they quickly forget about the past defeat by making sure that they manage to go to the next stage by winning this game.
Oh yes, both sides are lost in the league. MWOS losing 1-0 to Dynamos, and Caps United losing 2-1 to Bikita Minerals. The other 3 games in the Chibuku Super Cup first round, I did talk about the one where the Chief Justice half of his heart is it was an eye. Simba Bora Chinu Chedu taking on Dinamo Dimbare there, and then at Mandava FC Platinum Pure Platinum play taking on the Gem Boys Manika Diamonds, and Tel One hosting for Tel One playing there at Ascot Stadium. They're also playing there. That's Tel One. So we will be keeping you updated on what will be happening those other centers. Right, Chief Justice. Let's just talk about No, we're not going to talk about the game it was tonight. Let's. You want us to talk about that? Let's talk about this game here. You said both teams looking geared up, looking sharp.
Yeah, it's more or less, it's very important. Winning this cup is very important, and of course, all the teams they're looking for something at the end of the year. As you can see, MWOS is dropping in the league, is dropping down. So the chances of them winning the championship are now slim. And of course, they'll be looking at this cup in the Chibuku Cup. Maybe they can get a silverware at the end of the season. And of course, Caps, they'll bring in some. They are the Cup Kings. You know them before. They used to win many cups, and especially these cups. And they are looking forward to it again because they are obviously beyond the championship. So of course, if you want silverware, good also for the team, good for the players. This is the other tournament to just do it and win it, and at the end of the year you can have something. And you have seen they are all prepared. They just brought in some good squads, and you can. I've noted MWOS, they really going to attack a little bit more. They just have about 3-4 defenders in the whole setup, in the whole formation, and the rest is attacking. So I think it's a good sign. It shows that he really needs goals, and led by Billy Verem. Given the chance, he will score. There's also Martina. He is starting, and I think we are looking for a good game. Yeah.
Yes, the other game that I was talking about is Ascot, where the Wi-Fi boys, Tel One, are hosting the Lithium boys, Bikita Minerals. Now, before I forget, let me just ask Chief Justice to say yes or no. You know what he said to me? He said, if Simba Bora do not make use of the 90 minutes and it goes into a penalty shootout, they are out. They are dead and buried. Now, I'm just going to ask Chief Justice to say yes, I told you that, CNN, or no. Chief Justice, just one word.
Yes.
That's what he said. So if you are a Simba Bora supporter, just beware, because the Chief Justice says if it goes into a penalty shootout, right, Coach Bex, away from Wazanai Stadium. This is the favorite hunting ground of MWOS. But I think their first loss was against FC Platinum here. And they'll obviously be looking to redeem lost pride. They lost to Dynamos at Rufaro Stadium 1-0. But they are back at their hunting ground. And they'll be looking confident to go through to the next stage.
Yes, definitely they will be looking through. They will be looking to make sure that they go through, because their home grounds, they have been really good in their home ground. Although they know that FC Platinum came here and they lost, so what they know is Caps United came here. Caps United lost 3-2, and up to today, Caps said, if only we had used that penalty, I think we should have got a penalty. We could have got a point, and there was very little to separate the two. But that one goal is the one which separated the two. So from today, when they come for this cup game, they want to show that we managed to beat Caps United. We can beat them again. I think if you look at the squad which they have on their lineup, it tells you that these guys are ready to fight to make sure that they collect the 3 points.
Yes, and talking about Simba Bora, I can just tell you that the preliminary round of the African Champions League has been done, and Simba Bora will take on Sikiso United of Botswana. So listen, that one, you haven't heard much of them. That one might, on paper, it looks good. Let's just quickly talk about that, Chief Justice. On paper, they've been drawn against Sikiso United.
Yeah, I think it's a big draw for them, and none of the teams know each other there. Yeah, so I think it's going to be it's a fair draw, and of course the Simba, they are playing. Sikiso is not really a big club, and so Simba is not going to face many problems. I think it's a fair draw for me. Yeah.
Right. Okay. We always want to treat you to how the teams would have arrived here at Ngoni Stadium, looking so glossy, so immaculate, and that will be coming up there in a couple of moments because, of course, the Panthers rolling in first into Ngoni Stadium, and then, of course, the Green Machine, kepe kepe bora, to some of the Caps United fans. And Coach Bex, it's always a lot of people, the fans, are loving it when they see their teams rolling in glossy style to the stadium.
Yes, definitely the way they come to give some bit of confidence, especially to the fans, shows that their team is ready to be coming. And also the buses which they brought shows the team have invested, they are ready to be going forward rather than trying to say they don't have a good bus whatsoever. All these things shows being prepared for the game.
Being prepared for the game, and this is what they've only met, like I said, in the reverse fixture just once, and MWOS, the Panthers, are triumphing by 3-2. Of course, Cantona, Eric Manokore, missing from the penalty spot for Makepe Kepe. Otherwise, it would have ended 3-3. Now, Chief Justice, let's just quickly look at the key players. The key players who should drive their team forward. And at MWOS, you don't have to look further than goalkeeper Martin Mapisa, having a great time. Martin Mapisa, of course, and of course the other guys there, Nigel Martina, and of course Billy Veremu, the one they call Mbappe, and new arrival Abubakar Moffat.
Yeah, I think it's a strong squad. Looking at MWOS with some experience, Martin Mapisa, very experienced goalkeeper, and also you bring in some experience into this match with Veremu, a natural goal scorer. I think he wants to add his tally, and he had a very good season so far. I think he is another player to give some sort of problem for Caps United. Abubakar also bring in some stability in midfield. It's gonna be, but I've just seen him when he was warming up. I think he's getting better from the beginning, from the time he arrived. I think he's getting better. Also, he's becoming a little bit shapy, and it shows he's been working hard. It's going to be a battle, especially in midfield. That's where most games are won. And I think MWOS will be looking for another win from the last time when Manokore had to miss a penalty for Caps United, So Caps also is another game for them. They want a revenge, and also at the same stadium. And you can see, motivated by the fans, is trooping out. They are trooping in. Yeah, it's a good game altogether. Yeah.
Okay, looking like a very promising game, right? And we always want to give you an insight into what the gaffers, those are the head coaches, had to say before kickoff. And yes, we won't disappoint you because we are bringing that to you right now. First, we talked to the MWOS head coach, Samaita Lloyd Mutasa, and then after him came Kabanana Ian Bakala of the Green Machine. Take a listen.
We have prepared well, and we have not been winning of late, and we want to turn the corner, and probably we would want to use this match to get back to our winning ways. 2 games are never the same, but overall we're looking at Chibuku Cup as a cup that would give any team that goes through a ticket to Africa, and who doesn't want to go to Africa. And if you look at Chibuku Cup, you only need to be consistent a bit, 4 matches, and you're up there. All the youngsters that we have, they've been in this business before, and they know such phases they come into play, but we are the very same people who can take ourselves away from that phase, and we have always been clamoring for a turnaround, and this is what we're eager to do today. Football has always been a pressure game, and I think I've been in this business for a long time, and I know what it is like. The only way you can please the supporters is to conjure up good results, and good results are what we are looking for.
Today we are much prepared than before. Looking at how MWOS are playing, today I think the game we played against them, we made a lot of mistakes. But despite that, we had a lot of chances that game. But I think this time we're going to use those chances today. All the mood is high. The boys are prepared. Looking at even how we're prepared. Every player who's starting is ready, and we're just looking forward for the good results today. I think we just have to take a game which comes like today. Our focus is on today's game, and like you said, it's a knockout stage, and all what we want today is, I think, to just win the game and qualify to the next round.
You heard them for yourselves. The first Samaita, Lloyd Mutaza, and then Kabanana in Bakala. So I'm just going to, yes, you know I'm going next here. I just want to find out the predictions. The predictions here. First, we'll start with the men from Liverpool, Coach Beck's prediction.
2-1 to MWOS.
2-1 to MWOS.
2-1 to MWOS.
Right. 2-1 to MWOS. Should I ask Chief Justice? Don't put around. Okay, let's ask him. Chief Justice?
For me, I think 1-1 at half time. 1-1 at half time. Because I'm seeing both teams, they are ready for this. 1-1 at half time.
But took that full time, Chief Justice. Full time. Until Chief Justice. No, Chief Justice. Arkutitaro tuwadzana yuko ikaita 0-0 kana 1-1. Yabuda Simba bora. Kokuno karuramba kuti anzi 1-1 at half time. Full time result.
Yeah, MWOS will win 1-0. In the 1-1, then maybe, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe MWOS.
You want to change? You want to change?
Okay. Yeah, before I said 1-1 at halftime. Okay. It's a 2-1 for MWOS. Yeah.
2-1 for MWOS.
I'll stay with that. 2-1.
So Coach Beck's 2-1. The Panthers. Chief Justice 2-1. The Panthers. So legendary. I have to say 2-1 for the green machine. All right, we're talking about the key players for MWOS and for Makepekepe. There have to be two key players that we can think of. Bruce Kangwa, yes, the former Highlanders left wing back, and of course the exciting forward Ismail Wadi, the veteran. And what impact do you think those two will have, Coach Beck?
Yes, Bruce Kangwa, I think, has been the pillar of their defense, because he used to play left back. Currently, he's playing central defense, and he has done extremely well in trying to make sure that Cape's defense is as strong as possible. And the Wadi has given a lot of problems up front, and already I think since he came in the second during the window, he has managed to score a goal for Cape United, and Cape United are looking forward that he will try to make sure that he will push as much as they can. And now I think he has got the help of Adam Tende also up front, and Nyasha Chintuli. He has been really outstanding, scoring the previous one against Highlanders, scoring again against Bikita Minalos. And today I'm sure Cape United will be looking forward that he will give them that goal which will make them win and proceed to the next stage.
Right, if you didn't know, or if you had forgotten, the defending champions of the Chibuku Super Cup are Dinamo Dimbare, after they beat Ngezi Platinum after a penalty shootout. And before that, this 2023, again, Dinamo Dimbare, after they beat, yes, Ngezi Platinum 2-0. So they are the defending champions. So what we are going to do, fasten your safety belts, sit back, relax. Yes, you can do that. You can fasten and sit back and relax. Get the little ones, I hope they are warm and cozy. Get the little ones there together with you, and get the coffee going, whatever, because we are now ready for the big battle. We are crossing over now to the commentary box to join DJ Stanley Katande. We'll be talking to you at halftime.
Very good afternoon to you all, and welcome to Ngoni Stadium here in Norton, where MWOS are taking on Cape United in a Chibuku Super Cup encounter. And that promises to be a very, very good encounter, because both teams have brought up their best players, and certainly this should be an epic battle. As you can see there, Bamusi leading the Caps United outfit, and then goalkeeper Martin Mapisa is leading MWOS, simply because Tafazwa Nyabunze is starting off from the bench, and it is going to be an interesting one. Both teams looking good in recent times. Caps United making some additions to their outfit. We'll tell you more about it. And MWOS as well have not stayed the same. The likes of Francis Tezai starting from the bench. So is Nyabunze. And we can now pause for the national anthem. That, of course, was the national anthem as Caps United now go across to meet their counterparts. MWOS World of Sport, who play here at Ngoni Stadium in Norton, just about 48 kilometers from the capital, Harare. Let's see who progresses to the next round here at Ngoni Stadium, with Caps United having a few very experienced players in their lineups, the likes of Bruce Kangwa. You also have Bamusi himself. Chintoshi, the Zambian, is no newcomer to the game. And of course, he follows his compatriot Ian Bakala. We also have another veteran in the side, in Congolese striker Mugalu Kobe Mchimba, who is expected to bang in the goals for the green machine here at Caps United today. We'll be playing in white and green, looking very immaculate indeed. One player to take a close look at in their lineup, of course, is jersey number 88, Bernard Leroy Chipanera, playing as a defensive midfielder. He has got a very strong competition on the other side. Just number 17, Abubakar, is a very tricky customer. And let's hope that these two will be able to reproduce the form that made them household names in the country, so that we will be treated to some exciting football here at Ngoni Stadium here in Norton. And now, both teams are now going for their group pictures. MWOS in blue away to your left, and Caps United in white and green, looking very immaculate indeed. And the MWOS lineup shows that Nyabunze is not part of the first 11. He's been relegated to the bench, and in comes Clive Kongwari. Kongwari, no strange name to football. And Caps United with their Ghanaian goalkeeper in the side, of course, Chipanera, just number 88, is in the side. And he forces Leroy Kundai Benyu to sit it out and start from the bench. Junior Bunjira as well played last time. He is now going to start from the bench as Chintuli continues to improve his stock. He is one player who has been impressing of late. There is MWOS, coached by former Dynamo son, that's Lloyd Samai Tamtasa, who also played for Tanganda in Mutare. He was a specialist in dead ball situations. Lloyd Samai Tamtasa with Ian Bakala we played for Caps United as well. He's no stranger to Zimbabwe. Quite a number of Zambian players are coming across to play here. They had another one, Caps United, Laft Chilembe. And they also had a Malawian called Josephi Kamwendo, who was, I think, the first foreign-based player to win the Soccer Star of the Year in the country. We're about to start now. Caps United with Mugalu Chimba. They are playing from right to left, with MWOS defending the left-hand side and attacking the right-hand side here at Ngoni Stadium. With both teams shaping up to produce one of their best performances. As we wait for the ball to be played through. It's a long one. And Bruce Kangwa will race for this one as it rolls out of play. For a goal, well, throw in quickly taken. MWOS have played that one, but cleared away by Bruce Kangwa. Oh dear. That is a reckless tackle. Reckless tackle by young Martina. Nigel Martina.
He gets an early yellow card.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too early to get a yellow card.
Very, very, very early for a yellow card. And it makes your life very difficult, because now you're like someone walking on thin ice. You try to do any tricks, you will slip.
But again, Stanley, I wonder, even if from the referee's perspective, was that not too early to give a yellow card without trying to maybe manage the situation, manage the men, and, without necessarily being heavy-handed, as it were, man management, Stanley, I don't know.
I think we would have blasted him for not, stamping his authority.
Yeah, well,
you have to sympathize with the referee, because certainly there isn't much that he could have done, because that tackle was aimless, careless, and dangerous at the same time. So play continues now, with MWOS trying to push forward with Zambezi, who falls under challenge. Throw in to Caps United, which they take quickly with Kadamanja. Blasting a long one into the area.
And interestingly, Stanley, this is one game where MWOS will be seeking to exert their dominance over Cape United.
Oh, yes, indeed, because the first time they played, MWOS were the winners.
Yeah, MWOS won by 2-1, and this was because of goals that came in from Arthur Banda in the 37th minute and Innocent Zambezi in the 58th minute. Of course, Cape United got their consolation goal from Basilia in the 23rd minute. So it was 2-1. That was a league encounter played 2 months ago at this very same venue.
Let's see if MWOS still remember the sweetness of winning over Cape United as they pick up possession with Mshambizi. This one is played to the far side. It will be Zambezi operating on the left-hand side. Here they come once again, floating the ball in the middle of the park for a moment. It looked like they would get past their opponents, but Cape United are standing firm. Long one end for Martina, who picked up a yellow card a short while ago, and this one runs out of play for a throw-in quickly taken by Mangiza. Here they pick up now Cape United with Matthew Mrambiwa. That was MWOS. Free kick once again. Free kick to be taken by Chintoshi, the Zambian, who was lured to Zimbabwe by Cape United Zambian gaffer Ian Bakala. Of course, Ian Bakala, having played his football in Zimbabwe, is very comfortable working for his former team here at Ngoni Stadium. It will be a good reminder to the Cape United family if Cape United can win the Chibuku Super Cup, Joe, because Cape United are actually the traditional Cup kings in the country, but that tag, as you quite rightly pointed out, has since been lost.
Yes, the Cape United Cup Kings tag has since been faded, and probably this will be the tournament that they want to win, because it's the only cup tournament we have in Zimbabwe at the moment outside the league championship. So will Cape United redeem that tag by winning something at the end of the season? Hopefully they will, but as it is, MWOS are actually on top of Cape United.
Yes, MWOS are threatening as the home team. They are finding all the spaces and creating problems for the Green Machine, who are still standing firm here. It's still 0-0 if you're joining us for the first time. We are here at Ngoni Stadium in Norton for the Chibuku Super Cup. The only cup tournament that we have currently in the country. So it's a very, very important tournament for everyone. Because if you can't win this one, it means you have to win the league. You can see that the stakes are really high for these two teams here. Kanamanja blasting it away. Picked up by the home team, the Panthers. And this one is guided back. Kwangwari will pick it up and throws it all the way back to his captain and goalkeeper, Martin Mapisa. Mapisa plays it through. MWOS coming forward. This one, Billy Veremu tried to collect. And it's plastered away, but not quite. Here they come once again. And that tackle is late on Matthew Mrambiwa. So a dangerous position for Cape United, because the free kick has been awarded in a typical dangerous position for someone to come up and take a free kick, either left or right footer. It's dangerous for Cape United, Joe.
It is dangerous because the free kick has been awarded at the very central position of the Cape United, the defensive 18 area. And it can go either left or right, depending on who the taker is and depending on the taker's favorite foot. They have two options to take, to the left or to the right.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Cape United have some problems to defend here.
That, of course, is a spot of bother for Stephen Kwakwodai, the Ghanaian goalminder for Cape United. Let's see how MWOS will be executing this one. They've got Tafadzwa George standing by. Martina is one of them. And I would have favored Martina to take this one. Is it Murambiwa, the man who was fouled, who is going to take it? He takes it through, misses by a few inches. Billy Feremu is the player who took it. It was a measured effort that went just wide, Joe.
Yeah, a good free kick that was taken. It had the pace, it had the sting, but it lacked the direction. It didn't bother the Cape United goalkeeper. But otherwise, the first hint of Mo's intention to get an early goal out of this game so far and settle themselves and cause some panic points for Cape United.
Yes, indeed, Cape United will have to be very steady at the back. Here they come once again. MWOS. Billy Ferem loses the challenge. This one is picked up by Martina. Slips it through. Tries the return pass but fails. Bamusi is the first to arrive. Mangiza can clear the danger now. It's a long one away. Good ball taken down by Mrambiwa. And he's hacked down. Surely the referee must intervene. That was a late challenge on the impressive Matthew Mrambiwa. The gangling midfielder is causing all sorts of problems for Cape United in the middle of the park. And I just point to note here, looking through the Cape United lineup, I don't see some familiar faces. It's looking fairly new. The kick is taken. Cape United defense is standing firm. This one, Mkambizi gets to it. Good looking cross, tipped away by Kwaku Odai. What a wonderful header, and an equally good save from the goalkeeper, Joe.
You have to give credit to the goalkeeper because that ball was headed goal bound just under the crossbar, and the Cape United goalkeeper did very well to tip it over for one of the Cape United decisive saves. Yeah, MWOS on the attack. MWOS are
yes, they are certainly on the attack here. They would like to lay down their marker early on in this game. Can they win this one? Your guess is as good as mine. Referee is stopping play. He's talking to Ian Bakala. I think it's about making sure that he doesn't interfere with what is happening on the field of play. Chintuli being called over. This was by his coach, Ian Bakala. Chintuli, the Zambian, called over, and Bakala will do a bit of housekeeping.
Ian, Stanley, I think there's something also we need to point out here. We've seen a number of matches where the match officials go out to the benches, to the local coaches, to somehow reprimand them. So maybe our coaches may be too animated when they are sitting on the bench. They are too emotional, too animated to the referee's liking. And, it's one thing maybe that we may need to look into closely and say what causes that. And maybe there could be an explanation for that.
Well, in the case when you look at it, the likes of Bakala, I think this is his first job for a top-class team. It's inexperience in my view. He's still a young man, not old enough to play, but young enough to be considered a greenhorn in coaching. And the other thing is they must learn from what is happening elsewhere. We watch a lot of teams from overseas, and coaches, they fall into the same trap. But here's a chance now for MWOS, but this one runs into touch. That was Tafadwa George, who couldn't keep the ball in play. Now Kwaku Odai, who spotted carefully, who was tested a few minutes ago. When MWOS came marauding, they wanted to break the deadlock. We still have that deadlock 0-0 here, 8 minutes played. Kwaku Odai with a long searching ball. This one neatly taken down by the home team, Abubakar Moffat. Just number 17 is one player that you should watch very closely. His composure on the ball, his distribution, his ball-winning ability is something to marvel at. But Cape United will turn around and tell you, we also have our own weapon in Chipanera, Leroy Bernard. This is George. And the ball is taken away. Back by MWOS, who are knocking it around. Abubakar's long searching effort. Martina lays it back in there. Taken down neatly. Caps United around these players. And this one is taken away. And finally, Caps United can clear the danger. Here they pick it up now. Karabanja peeling away on the far side, but MWOS are pressing high up the field and they have one possession back. As the ball comes through, this is dangerous now for Caps United, and Kwakwodai takes it away. And I can tell you, well, everybody can see that Kwakwodai has been the busier of the two goalkeepers, because Caps United are being put under pressure here. Kadamanja.
I'm sure if we were to ask MWOS or anyone who's watching this game and say who is the MWOS goalkeeper for this afternoon, they might not tell us because they haven't seen him in action.
Yeah,
so
we haven't said much about Martin Mapisa, other than getting a back pass from his defenders. He hasn't been called into action at all. Abubakar. And this one is out of play. That was Ismail Wadi clearing the danger. Wadi, of course, is another player that should be watched from the Caps United side. His attacking abilities are all there for all to see. And finally, Zambezi wants us to see Martin Mapisa.
Introducing Martin Mapisa into the game.
Into the action. He is the standing captain today because Nyabunze is starting from the bench. It could possibly be because of an injury, because Nyabunze does everything right. That was Valentine Katsande, who clears into the box. Kwakwodai takes it away. And Ian Bakala backing instructions from the touchline. Following play, he wants to make sure that Caps United progress into the next round. And not to be outdone, Samaita, a usually very cool character, he's on his technical area. Oh, lovely ball played through. What a dummy. Katsande plays it back, gets the return pass, and they try to keep the ball in play. Did he? No, according to near side assistant referee.
And I'm not sure if he wasn't offside from the first ball that he went for.
I think he was offside. Valentine should have continued to go for that one. As we take a second look at the attempted header. I thought the goalkeeper had a touch.
He did.
And I expected a corner kick to be taken. And that's one thing that the ref has missed. But it looks like nobody complained. More players did not voice their concerns. Martina now slips it through. He gets the return pass. Poor touch. It's taken away by Chipanera. Good composure by the former Golden Eagles player. A crossfield pass played on the far side. George slipping past his marker. Here it comes on the near side. To Katsande. Valentine turns away from his challenge. Slips it through. Does he? He finds support. Picked up by Chikambizi. And finally, Caps United managed to scramble it away. Here comes Caps United. Wadi. Mangiza. Mugalu. With a Chikihila. Chipanera. Making sure that all the attacking players from MWOS are taken care of. Pamusi tries to bring out a cross, fails, and this will be a goal kick that Martin Mapisa wants to take. Phineas Bamusi with his traditional wing play, running down the wing, tries to produce a cross which didn't come off. But I'm sure he should keep trying, Joe, because with Mugalu in the center, the veteran knows exactly where to be when the cross comes in.
Yes, agreed, Stanley. He's one player who's confident with the ball to his feet. and he's very daring. He takes his chances, and he's good at taking on opponents. He knows his way around. He's a bit tricky, very trickery, and he can cause a lot of problems for the MWOS left wing back there. But no, with better deliveries into the center box, he can get something out of Mugali, the lanky central striker for Cape United.
Yes, indeed. The Congolese is a highly rated player. Here's Martina, another highly rated player from MWOS. They pick it up. It comes on the near side. Zambezi operating on the right-hand side of defense. Abubakar Mofat posting a long one forward. Oh, neatly taken down. Oh, dear. The commentator spoke too soon. George nearly took it down very well. I don't know what happened. It bobbled away from him. Is it because of the turf? But I can defend MWOS here because their turf, Ngoni Stadium, looks lush green and it looks quite flat. Look at that. I think he didn't quite get, the control that he wanted, but the attempt was excellent.
The control was poor. They didn't have enough cushion onto the ball, so it bounced off his foot and to give away a goal kick to Cape United. But he did got in full control of that ball. Well, we could be talking of something different now.
Yes, indeed. Here's George. Here he comes again. Falls under challenge. Chintuli penalized. And Samaita still not happy despite the fact that we think MWOS are in control here. He knows what they're capable of doing. As we take a look at young George going down. Tafazwa George, free kick. Some 40 meters from Kwaku's goal line. The Ghanaian goalminder. Fanatical support is here. And he's sporting Kandege.
Which is synonymous with the betting, and we know what MWOS business is into.
Exactly.
Into betting. And
they are a betting company, and their fans representing the core of their business, Kandege. I haven't known what it's all about. But of course, they always call for responsible gambling. Here is Abubakar Mofat. But he leaves it now. And this one over the bar. No problem there for the goalkeeper. It looked like Arthur Bernard, was it, who tried to blast this one goalwards.
It takes too much flight on the ball.
Yeah, too much height and
early enough. That's Abubakar.
Yeah, it goes behind, and Stephen Odai. Headed backwards there by Shintuli. Mugalu beaten, trying to find Ishmael Wadi. And again, Cape United have lost possession. This one on the far side. Billy Veremu calling for a throw-in. But the Cape United player had already thrown. Referee standing firm, giving the throw to the Panthers here at Ngoni Stadium in Norton. 17.5 minutes played. And the updates from other centers. Dynamos are down by 1-0. Bikita leading Tel 1 by 1-0. Manica Diamonds and FC Platinum, it's still goalless. Cape United with Kadamanja. MWOS defending well. Bruce Kangwa to Mangize. Kangwa playing as a centre back this afternoon. A veteran who has been around for quite some time, playing for Highlanders. And then Cape United went out to Tanzania for quite a number of years. He's back in the country, turning out for the Green Machine. These are the home fans in their colors, red, blue and white. Martin Mapisa. He has got the perfect height for a goalkeeper. Tall, strong, He seems to be one of those who are late bloomers. Spent quite some time in Spain. I remember talking to Marc Duvillard, who at that time was responsible for his movements in Spain and other centers overseas. Chintuli playing it forward. Bit of a ding-dong affair now. This one is taken down nicely. Oh, that's a blatant fall. Surely somebody should get a yellow card there.
Yes.
Ball is played too quickly.
Yeah, well, let's hope maybe the referee will now attend to administrative issues when that player has been attended to. But certainly, yes, there was a blunted pull, when the Cape United player was actually pulling off and headed towards the MWOS goal.
We'll have a second look at it. Look at that.
Yes.
Surely somebody should be given a yellow card for that.
George. Yeah.
Tafazwa George.
And then you look at that injury that you then doubt it to say, is that not maybe trying to provide an alibi, or he's genuinely injured?
Well, you've played football yourself. You know exactly
those are mind games,
what happens with players. You
football.
pull someone down, and the next thing is you're holding your leg that you were injured. Take a look at that. Jesus.
And look at, there's no contact to his leg.
Not at all.
That he's holding now, giving an impression that he has had his foot injured.
Tende Adam will feel hard done by the match official, who should have punished the offender, because without a yellow card he's going to do it again.
Yes.
It's only when the card is raised that he will know that I'm now treading on thin ice. But Musi, the captain, is mapping out the strategy on how this free kick should be executed. He leaves it for the big Brian Kadamanja. Clips a good-looking one into the box, and the header goes high and wide. Chitoshi, heading it over the bar. He picked up a very good-looking position, but maybe as a defender he didn't direct it well. Take a look at it.
Three Cape United players went for the same ball. I think lack of communication. Look at the three white shirts there. Had they communicated to each other effectively and allowed one player to play that ball, we could have gotten something out of that. Yeah. And of course, that's why the header was headed over the bar. It was not cushioned.
Here is Mugalo. Oh, again this time around. Three players on one side. Somebody should be taking care of the blind side.
Yes, Stanley. And even though the cross that came in was not top quality as it were, you would have expected a lower cross to come in and more as a cutback towards the penalty spot, where there were about at least two Cape United players who were on rushing towards goal.
Wadi. This one played forward by Kelvin Mangiza, headed away by Kongwari. Mchkambizi picks it up for MWOS. This one taken away, the ref intervenes. There is an infringement on a MWOS player, so that's a free kick. Mugalo Kobe Mchimba came in with that tackle. You can see that he's not made for that. He's used to being tackled.
He was making his presence known because he tackled two MWOS players in a space of 2 seconds.
Yes, indeed. This is a good run by Atabanda. The cross doesn't come off. That was a good move indeed by MWOS. And Ishmael Wadi making sure that the corner kick is not taken while they are asleep. And Mchkambizi thinks this is the best way to get a goal. But yeah, he's good at winning the ball and distribution from the middle of the park.
I don't know why he
I haven't seen much of his movements. Look at the way that Kangwa was rolling. He wanted to block the player, but Banda was clever. He continued to move away. Kwaku Odai Plays the ball forward. Headed on and taken away by Kwangwari. He's looking for support from the far side, and again, Tafazwa George loses it. Abubakar Mofat. Here he is now, still in possession. Lays it through. Gets the return pass. And Valentine Katsande picks it up. It's going forward. Lovely take. Murambiwa brought down. And Spanera will certainly have...
Spanera with the spanners to the works.
Yes.
How ironic.
He's a typical defensive midfielder. You can think of some of the best that have come and gone. Roy Keane of Manchester United. He would yell at you for not bringing down the opponent if he beats you.
Your Patrick Vieira's.
Yes, Patrick Vieira. Those two used to have very serious battles. Yes, Tafazwa George. My goodness me.
Yeah, the dangerous
Spanera with an intentional foul. And he ends himself a yellow card. But then as a dealing, you have to be very careful, and you must listen to the veteran there, Bruce Kangwa. But no doubt about his abilities, Leroy Spanera.
But locally, I don't know, Stanley, you look at some of the best central defensive midfielders we have seen. I would think of Willard Mashingila Kumalo for Highlanders.
And of course,
he
another
was not steady, barely, but still, he was a clean player.
Even another Highlanders player, Benjamin Konjera.
Yes.
Late, may his soul rest in peace. He silenced Kalusha Bwalia at the National Stadium.
And with that small frame of his.
That was, with that small frame of his, he would win the ball like nobody's business. We haven't produced some after that, but I can pick out Lloyd Chitembwe.
Yes,
he
very
was
gritty,
impressive.
Tough tackling, no nonsense.
If you can find a man that can stop Seydou Keita, who once played for Barcelona, I think he blossomed at Barcelona, then you must be a good player. Lloyd Chitembwe had positional discipline. Abubakar with the free kick. Oh, this one just goes wide, with the goalkeeper thinking that it was far. Luckily for him, it missed the upright post. And there he is now, showing his displeasure with the defending. Stephen Kwaku from Ghana. We now have quite a number of Ghanaians in the country. They seem to like what we have here in Zimbabwe. There's one or two at Dynamos, as MWOS now will come up. Wadi, the first to arrive. Mangiza. And this one goes out of play. Look at it, they're fighting for the same ball. Mangiza knew exactly what he was doing, stopping the MWOS player from taking a free kick, and the ref is having none of it. Some stand talking to for the defender. He must count himself lucky. This is Moffat. And it lost this thing. I think it took a deflection, and the goalkeeper finally managed to pick it up without any challenge. Kwaku Odai. This is from Bamusi. Guides it backwards. Kadamanja. Giving the strikers a taste of their own medicine. And in the end, the Caps United striker Tende Adam is fouled, a free kick. Let's take a second look at it. There he is. Abubakar is all over the Ghanaian like a rush, and this one is awarded as a free kick.
We won't be surprised, Stanley, to see Caps United scoring, because that's how football works. MWOS dominated the first 20 minutes of the game, and they didn't get themselves a goal. And now Caps United have recovered, and now on the offensive, anything can happen. That's football for you.
Exactly, and I can tell you that Caps United are actually on the ascendance in terms of their performances this season. They have been playing quite well. Adabanda is running well. Banda going through. Heck down. Another cynical tackle. A deliberate tackle by a Caps United defender. And once again, the referee is assessing the situation. There he is. That was a very good run, and Kadamanja made sure that it doesn't go very far. Oh, it
was very high.
It is Mangiza. Yay.
That tackle was high.
That was
his knee.
very high. It was meant just to bring down the opponent. And again, it looks like the ref is not going to do much about it.
Oh, it's a red
He's
card.
given a red card.
Red
card to one of the Caps United officials. Well, my brother, you can complain as much as you like. The ref's decision is final.
And I'm also wondering why he would complain. Certainly, that was a crunching tackle on Banda as he was in full flight. So I don't know why whatever he said or maybe whatever he did from the touchline, the referee was not happy about it, and justifiably so, because genuinely we saw that tackle was dangerous.
It should actually be Lloyd Mtaza's camp that should be complaining.
Yes,
because that was a blatant foul by Mangiza. I think it was meant to bring down the player because the ball had long gone when he raised his leg to bring down the concerned player. So the match officials working hard to try and make sure the red-carded officials leave the scene, the technical area, watch the rest of the game from the stands. And Stephen Kwakuodai.
And from where he was, or where he is, he was somehow maybe outside this technical area, or maybe attending to one of the Caps United players who's warming up from the sidelines.
Here's Abubakar. Punched away by the goalkeeper over the bar. Another well-taken free kick by the big midfielder. He's calling for it once again. Here it comes in the center and easily taken away by Odai. MWOS still defending it well. Ismail Wadi fighting for possession. This one is guided back to Valentine Katsande. The flick, allowing the ball to run along the touchline. It goes out of play. Throw in, Mangiza will take it. This one comes down. Ismail Wadi. Too slow. This one cleared. And Katsande makes sure it's safe. Chitoshi likes to go forward. This one picked up by Mangiza. Lays it into the center. Chance here, but oh dear. Was that Ismail Wadi? Took too long to settle down.
Didn't he know he was all by himself?
He didn't realize the freedom. He was actually surprised by that freedom. Take a look at that. Mangiza with a pitch of a ball to a striker all by himself. He failed to control it and gave Zambezi the chance to take it away. Our ball is taken away now. Mugalo, the shot comes in, and this one spins over after taking a deflection. The Caps United are now asking those questions, those pertinent questions. And it won't be surprising if they can make some of their fans here start celebrating.
And the Caps United fans have found their voice now. They are singing their traditional Kepe Kepe Bora song.
Yes. As we take a look at that effort once more. And this one over the bar. Martin Mapisa looked very, very desperate. Lloyd Samaitam Tasa was directing operations, and he's waiting for Kadamanja to flight his kick. Here it comes into the center. Caps United were not there. And this is a hopeless effort over the bar.
Why rush it?
That was Chipanera. He didn't shape himself well for that effort. could have done well by controlling the pass, and then maybe make another pass or shoot after controlling the ball. Careless play by MWOS there, conceding a throw in unnecessarily. Here's Bamusi. He's all over the place. One time you see him on the left, the next he's on the right. And poor pass once again. Here's Martina. Brought down by Chintuli. This is a replay of how the free kick came about. With Chintuli bringing down an opponent. This one by Adam. The ball is picked up by Chipanera, who finds support from Kadamanja. Sharply turning away from his marker, Bruce Kangwa. To Mangiza. Along the ground, but again stopped by MWOS. United win, regain possession. Chintuli loses possession. This is now MWOS with Abubakar. Abubakar Moffat. That's a good looking cross. Mangiza heads it away. But Musa has done well. Continues to go forward. Sets up a run, trying to get one of his strikers on a run, but it failed. And in the end, the Panthers have won possession back. Valentine Katsande clips it through. Martina back to Arthur Banda. And this one finds Bamusi, now on the right hand side. He's a tireless midfielder. He reminds me of Alisara Kondowe, who turned out for the mighty Bulls. Lovely footwork from Mangiza, but I think he has overdone it. And in the end, he has lost it. Now Martina. And Banda took his eye off the ball, and it rolls out of play. Under the watchful eyes of Kangwa. Bruce Kangwa. He's taken down once more. Abubakar Moffat. I like his upright stance when he has got possession. Looks very confident. And the other one to impress, of course, is just number 4. That is Matthew Murambiwa for the Panthers. And when you come to think of it, that they still have Mkambizi, the goalkeeper, already showboating here in a goalless situation. 37 minutes played, 8 to go before the Oranges. MWOS passing the ball well. I thought this was a fair tackle.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yes.
He lost the
This
ball
looked
in
a
his stride.
very, very fair tackle. Unfortunately for Chintuli, it's taken away from him. But this is the type of aggression that you see at international level. The referee, that's a shoulder charge, which is acceptable. Free kick. There's Cape United player now had gone across, maybe just to find out from the referee. That was Chintuli himself. Free kick. These Cape United fans looking very quiet as Chitoshi clears. Martina. Touched away by Chipanera. He never takes his eye off the ball. Here's a chance now for Cape United. Adam. The cross comes in. Wadi. Way offside. Oh, that was Mugalu. He had run too far ahead of the defenders. But Cape United, like I said, they've discovered how to ask more and more questions.
Yes, they have. And I like the way Cape United are picking up the ball and trying to venture forward on a counter and breaking down the most defensive lines, which is quite impressive. All they need now is to make good decision making in prime target areas when they are in the final third. They could get a goal out of the move that they are creating. But on the other hand, if you also look at Cape United defensively, I think they've done well. If you consider the threat that Billy Veremu can give you, right now Billy Veremu has been shut out by the result of Cape United defenders, which I think to their credit, they might need to get something out of this game. So good kudos to Cape United, who are their away team.
But of course, these fans are not happy with that story. They would like to see their side, MWOS, the Panthers, breach that Cape United defense, but can they do it? That question will be answered as the game wears on. Kangwa with a free kick. As Cape United regain possession. This is Kadamanja. Neatly taken down by Murambiwa. Martina with a weak effort. This one back to Kadamanja. Bamusi himself picks up possession. Chintuli turns into a challenge. Kadamanja's effort upfield. MWOS still fighting. Mugalu has done well. Playing it to Wadi. Wadi easily wadded off. And he pulls the defender down. Good closing down by the defender. Staying goal side. Take a look at this. That was Valentine Katsande. Stood his ground, turned away, and he was hauled down by Ishmael Wadi, who is finding the young Katsande a bit difficult to handle.
Yeah, Katsande is a very solid marker. You know, if you look at the way he engages in combat, he's very solid, he's very steady, and he knows what he's doing, and he's very assured. He's a reliable marker. Defensive midfielder.
Mangiza, another one who's been very busy this afternoon, shepherds the ball out for a goal kick to Cape United. Just 4 minutes to the Oranges plus stoppage time here at Ngoni Stadium. The Chibuku Super Cup 0-0 is the scoreline. As we see there, Samai Tamtasa looking furious. He didn't expect Cape United to present such a problem. You know, for a team that's playing at home with a large following, and of course the stands are full with Norton residents who have come here to support their local boys. Oh, lovely ball played through to other Banda. It's taken too long. Goal kick. Is it a corner? 2 minutes.
The referee has awarded a corner kick.
He's awarded a corner kick. Well, from my vantage point, it looked like the ball had gone out of play. Martina leaves it for Abubakar Moffat. The impressive defensive midfielder from MWOS World of Sport, MWOS. Abubakar hands up, plays it into the area. The header comes in, and this one he misses completely. But I like the positioning. You know, he realized that there is a chance that you get the ball from, you know, the blind side. Yeah. But Zambezi did not direct his effort correctly. So Cape United survive. It's his former team, by the way. Innocent Zambezi played at right back, competed for that position with Kadamanja, as we see him heading the ball wide and giving goalkeeper Kwaku no problems at all. Here's Kadamanja again, blasting a long one forward. Abubakar wins it, but it's taken away by Bamusi. Chipanera just keeping his position, not venturing forward so often. A good touch there by Abubakar. And I do hope that, you know, those who help Nice in selecting players for the national team are here to witness what Abubakar Moffat is doing for MWOS, Joe.
Yes, I agree with you, Stanley. He's one player whose presence can be felt, and possibly his absence being felt as well. He's got this presence on the pitch. And I've also noticed his technique when he's taking free kicks or set pieces for MWOS. He has such a sweet technique, the way he addresses the ball. And all he needs just maybe some measure of fortune to convert those kicks that he takes on behalf of MWOS. But otherwise, a very solid, steady central defensive midfielder who's playing for MWOS. And he's a recent signing who actually came into MWOS camp during this mid-season break.
Yes, and it's now half-time here at Ngoni Stadium. Yes, not something that we expected, but both teams did ask questions. You know, Caps United asked the questions later on in the half. First, it was MWOS, but I must say, marginally MWOS had more possession and posed more threats than Caps United. It's 0-0 at halftime. Your view of the first 45?
Yes, I think we saw a MWOS that came in on the charge early in the first half, and I think the first 20 minutes were dominated by MWOS, both in terms of possession and both in, as well as creating the chances. But to their credit, Caps United held their own. They fortified their defense, they protected their defense very well, and also special mention to Caps United goalkeeper Stephen Odai. He came in with at least two brilliant saves that were very decisive, that could have given MWOS as a goal at least. So kudos to Caps United for being solid defensively and also coming in at MWOS in the second part of the first half, showing us some creative play. But of course, they didn't get anything out of it. So goalless at halftime, pretty much a balanced first half.
Indeed, a very balanced first 45 minutes. And I think it will be Ian Bakala, the Zambian, who will go to halftime with some satisfaction. But of course, Lloyd Samaitam Tasa would have wanted to at least register a goal. Let's try and see if our boys, Charles and his team, are ready for halftime analysis.
Halftime then here at Ngoni Stadium, and it's goalless. And if the truth be told, MWOS, who use this stadium as their home turf. Of course, this is the Chibuku Super Cup, it's not the league. But MWOS having more of the chances. Could they live to regret these missed chances? The Caps United goalkeeper Odai, definitely the busier of the two goalkeepers. And the revelation for MWOS has been their new signing, Abubakar Moffat. Yes, he has been running rings, running the show for MWOS, but it's still goalless. And remember, Coach Bekimpilo Ngoni tipping MWOS to win 2-1 at the end of the day, and Chief Justice Majavi doing the same, tipping MWOS to end on a 2-1 winning note. Legendary 2-1 Makepe Kepe. So let's hear from Chief Justice first. Your reflections of the first half.
I would say, it's more in the middle of the park. That's where the action is more like. There wasn't much of a goal-mouth melee, and you could see, okay, here and there, MWOS tried their best, getting few chances, free kicks just outside the box. They didn't utilize. I think the quite good one was good from Abubakar, was on target. And of course, a header from George. It went over, of course it is the crossbar, and it came back into the play. But nothing much of a hunger in terms of creation. There is less, but I'm impressed by the midfield for MWOS. They're playing very well. Murambiwa and Abubakar Mufat, they're controlling, giving Chipanera a torrid time. I think there's a miss out in Shandiro, somehow, because no one is picking up the loose balls, especially the second ball from the, if it's a long ball from MWOS, the second ball, no one is picking for Caps United. But so far so good for MWOS. I think they're they just need to create more chances, especially in the third, and get a goal.
Yes. It's still goalless. Right, I can tell you that, remember I told you that Simba Bora in the preliminary round were drawn against Sikiso United of Botswana. Correction there, it's there in their team based in Swaziland. Simba Bora, that's in the African Champions League. But I can tell you that elsewhere, Simba Bora are leading Dibare by 1-0, and the Lithium Boys are leading the Wi-Fi Boys by 1-0. At Mandava Stadium, it's goalless. Right, as Coach Bex, as we take a look at the first 45.
Yes, the first 45 minutes for Caps United, I think, on their midfield, I think they seem to be struggling in midfield. MWOS seems to have been to making some rings, running through them as much as they can, so that their defense has been really the busier of the two, including their goalkeeper. So the midfield, I think they have to look around and shake up, and I've seen Benyu warming up, and I want to believe Benyu is going to come in for Adam Tende, because we haven't seen much from Adam Tende on the midfield. But Chintuli has been really playing as much as he can, and I want to believe that if they're coming in, if they bring in Benyu, that might improve their midfield. If they improve their midfield, that also might improve their chances of creating those chances for the strikers, for them to get that important goal.
Yes, it will be very interesting to see what happens in the second half. And it's what we will be talking about. But remember, I did say that the updates, the last time we heard from Wazanai Stadium, Chedu were leading Dimbare by 1-0. From Ascot, the Lithium boys were leading the Wi-Fi boys Tel 1 by 1-0. At Mandava Stadium, goalless between FC Platinum and Manica Diamonds, pure platinum play, and the Gem Boys. Here it's 0-0. And Chief Justice, what do you expect in the second half?
You know, I see Benyu is seated on the bench.
Yep.
So
as we take a look there at the action from the first half.
Yeah, you know, that was a miss header from Mrambiwa. It was a good corner. He was alone, but he couldn't hit the target. Of course, yeah, second half, I see Cape United going to bring in Benyu. I think you need that, someone who's creative, someone who's mobile, and so that they can complement going forward. Chintuli is too deep for me. I think he just need to go a little bit forward, because he's good in the air. He's good also in terms of his ability, and of course they are short in terms of width. Wadi is not into this game. Wadi hasn't done the way we know Wadi, but of course he's been there left and right, but not really good for him. I think they are also short of that. There's no problem for Kongware there at the left side for MWOS. So Wadi should get into the game. Maybe Bamusi has tried here and there, but of course Cape United no clean ball going forward. It's going to be a very difficult. So Benyu, maybe with Kenny Mpomba, they can just do something in terms of creativity.
Well, it will be very interesting to find out what substitutions, if any, will be made by either Samaita, Lloyd Mutasa, or Kabanana, that's Ian Bakala. But it's still anybody's game. Well, it's 0-0 at halftime, although MWOS have been the dominant force. Remember, if it ends like this, after 90 minutes, no extra time, it goes straight into a penalty shootout. And Coach Bex, well, we cannot predict that this will go into a penalty shootout. But could MWOS regret all these missed chances in the second half?
Yes, at the moment I would want to believe that the chances which MWOS got, especially, were saved by the goalkeeper. And at times when a goalkeeper saves, you say, I had done the best, but the keeper had to save. And from that point of view, I wouldn't want to say those are missed chances. They have created them. They need to continue creating those chances.
But they had some missed chances, Coach Bex.
Yes, from the missed chances, yes. Some of the missed chances, yes. But the great ones which were saved by the goalkeeper, the coach definitely will say, please, let's try to do more or less the same like what we have done, so that at least we might end up getting a goal. So far, so good, because if you create more chances in the third half, the chances of getting a goal becomes higher and higher, unlike a scenario where you are not creating.
Right, we don't know what will happen. Let's just digress a little bit, because I know Chief Justice would like to comment on that one, because it's not looking good for Chief Justice. And if you are one of the Dynamo supporters, 1-0 at Wazanai Stadium, Chief Justice, you still think that the second half you can get a goal?
Yeah, of course, you know, especially in such a game. Simba and Dynamos, they've created something between them. And Simba has been losing to Dynamos of late, you know. Of course, the last cup, Super Cup, and also the league sometime. But now they're playing at home, so they would need to win this. And looking at the way they are, also on the log, it also gives them a notch because they are probably the reigning champions. So you need to show, they need to show. Dynamos is gaining the form, so they need to play very well against especially Simba. They need to play very well against Dynamos. It will measure them the way they are going to finish the league in the league matches, because these are the games which are very important. You also psych your players by winning that. You bring some confidence, and I'm not surprised by now they're leading 1-0. Of course, they have got good players. And Dynamos, if they get an equalizer, is another story. But
Equalizer penalty shootout.
If Dynamos equalize and goes to the penalty shootout, everybody knows. You know how it is in the penalty shootout. But I think we are not there. We are not watching them. But I think there might be also a good game. Yeah.
There are 2 games tomorrow. Still, the Chibuku Super Cup first round at Sakuva Stadium. High-flying Magviravira, who are burning at Sakuva Stadium to take on Boys Zenaro Green Fuel. And, of course, the other game, like I said, 2 games tomorrow. That one at Sakuva Stadium is one. And then there is one that we'll be bringing to you live from Baobab Stadium, where Madamburo Ngezi Platinum will be taking on the Sugar Boys Triangle United, who knocked out Kwekwe United. So 2 games tomorrow, and the other 2 games, of course, postponed. ZPC versus Chicken Inn, Rentals versus Highlanders. We will be letting, the PSL will be letting us know when those 2 will be played. But this one at Ngoni Stadium is still goalless, and we'll wait to see what happens in the second half. Your guess is as good as mine, but just to remind you, Coach Bex, 2-1 MWOS. Chief Justice, 2-1 MWOS. Legendary, 2-1 Caps United. I don't know what your prediction is, but so it is. We will be crossing over shortly, I think, to the commentary box. And Coach Bex, well, we won't allow you to change the scoreline, but who do you think, let me tag you further, the 2 goals for MWOS?
The 2 goals for MWOS?
Yeah, that you are predicting.
Obviously, the top goal scorer will score.
Billy Veremo.
Yeah. Billy Veremo will score 1, and Martina might score another.
All right. So, Billy Veremo and Nigel Martina. Chief Justice, who will score for MWOS?
I with the look of things, they've been getting goals for MWOS. Especially Billy. He has got chances in almost every game he plays. Since he's a goal scorer, he has got a chance to score. So I think anyone can score in this game, and it's an open game. Billy also have his chances. Also, Banda is a threat. You can see Martina also from the right side. Yeah, anyone can score in this game. Yeah.
Well, just to recap, the Caps United physical trainer, Henry Chikombe, was shown a red card by referee Lawrence Zimondi for using foul language on one of his assistant referees. So he's taken an early shower there. So we wait to see what will happen in the second half, and we'll also be keeping you updated what is happening, what will be happening in the other 3 centers. But just to remind you that Simba Bora have been drawn in the African Champions League against Sikiso United of Swaziland. They are the Swazi champions. Right, so it's time for us now to cross back to the commentary box and rejoin DJ Stanley Katande, who is sitting alongside Joseph Nkani. We'll be talking to you at the end of the 90. Remember, if it stays like this, it's a penalty shootout. So, see you at the end of the 90.
Thank you, Charles, and welcome once again to the second half, as MWOS are hosting Caps United in this Chibuku Super Cup encounter. And like Charles said, if it ends like this, it's a penalty shootout, which means it becomes a lottery. And anything can happen in a lottery, as we see there the impressive Bubaka Moffat, the midfielder for MWOS, who is 27 years old now. And I think, his performances reflect the fact that he has fully blossomed and is now at the top of his game.
Yes, certainly. In football terms, when a player gets to age 27, that's when you expect to see them at their prime. they're actually showing you what they can do, what stuff they're made of. And Abubakar is actually showing us that on behalf of MWOS. He's very solid, steady, and he's got a football mind. If you look at the way he throws down the passes and the way he takes the set pieces on behalf of MWOS, yeah, he's the one player who is at the apex of his game. We don't know whether he's going to find his way into the national team.
I can see Benyu is about to be introduced by Grace Gimo, the fourth match official. And it will be interesting to see who calls it a day for Caps United. We will look at the Caps United lineups. There is Stephen Kwaku Odai in goal for the Green Machine as Benyu comes back to the fourth match official. Caps United make a change in the middle of the park. I'm sure they would like to have a little bit of forward movement, and Benyu is a typical instigator of forward movement, having scored some spectacular goals and winning games for Caps United. So it's Ishmael Wadi who comes off, and in comes Kundai Benyu, who had to move from overseas to come and play back home.
Yes, Benyu is one skillful player. He likes to play with the ball to his feet. He's very skillful. He can juggle the ball around. He can weave his way past markers. He's very confident, skillful, and very artistic. We know a few weeks ago he was actually out of the country trying his luck in places like Algeria and some team in Europe. We don't know what came out of those trial stints. But for now, we see he's back at Caps United. Maybe some backhand conversations are going on, but we wish him all the best.
Oh, yes, indeed, we wish him all the best. And the referee, Lawrence Zimondi, is about to get us underway here. He says, let's go, but no, that was a false start. There is something still happening on this near touchline. Grace Gimo still wants to talk to the referee. And judging by the expression on her face, it looks like she's being abused. There's foul language coming through. It's very ungentlemanly for us as men to take advantage of ladies when they join us in a sport like football. You must continue to respect them. Talk to them, speak to them with respect, because they are simply doing their job.
Yeah, it will be interesting to know what Grace Gimo received at the end of some abuse from the Cape United technical bench. And of course, the referee came in and intervened, and he shared his opinion there.
The second half is underway, and Kwangwari plays this one long. Mangiza heads it forward. Bamusi takes it up for Caps United. Kundai Benyu with his first touch. Chipanera is looking for support on the near side. That was Tende Adam. And this one straight to Mapisa. That was an aimless ball. Surely they should have done a lot better. Here comes Valentine Katsande. Too high a put, and the referee blows to give a free kick to Caps United. It was Chipanera who was at the end of a crude tackle. Himself a steely defensive midfielder, now playing with a yellow card. He's a no-nonsense character that does his job professionally. Here comes now Bamusi, the ref once more intervening to say should be a free kick to MWOS. The Valentine Katsande, he is about to take it. A very useful right back for the Panthers. And given his age, you can tell that he's likely to go far. Born in 2002, 23 thereabout. As the header is taken, Kwaku had lost it. And Kadamanja expressing his displeasure. And then this one taken away by Zambezi. Martina on the far side. It is hacked down by Bamusi. A free kick to the Panthers. We welcome those joining us for the first time. It's still 0-0 here at Ngoni Stadium. Caps United being hosted by MWOS, the Panthers, coached by Lloyd Mtasa. Here's Abu Bakar. This one picked up by Katsande. The long cross will come into the center, tries a head back and plays it to Mrambiwa, who restarts the formula with Zambezi. Back to Katsande. Martina, tightly monitored. Again the impressive Mrambiwa. Too slow. Ball played into touch. Tembe Adams, stay close to him. I'm sure he must have been given some instructions by Ian Bakala to neutralize the dangerous MWOS midfielder. Yes, Kongwari. Zambezi to Katsande, who returns the favor. Brings in Kongwari for the Panthers. Abu Bakar, for the first time pass that doesn't work out. Out of play for a throw in to Caps United. And it looks like Kadamanja will be taking it. Samaita still reinforcing his instructions. And it's a retake of that throw in. It's Brian Kadamanja to take it in a goalless situation here at Ngoni Stadium, the Chibuku Super Cup. MWOS started off like a house on fire, but could not get the goals to make it count. And then Caps United, of course, came late in the game, forcing MWOS to backpedal a little. From Wadzanai Stadium is still 1-0. Till 1, it's now 1-1. FC Platinum and Manika Diamonds is still goalless. Yes, till 1 there, finding an equalizer. Tikita Minerals had taken the lead. Here it's still goalless. Chitoshi, too slow, closed down. And this will be a throw-in. The Katamanja now being asked to move back to the correct position before taking the long throw forward. Mugalu had a touch. Spanera takes it away from Mshambizi, but Hitoshi is the first to arrive. Tende Adam took too long with the ball. A good sliding tackle by Abu Bakar, who doesn't hesitate to come in with a tackle. Zambezi for Katsande. The return pass for Mapisa, who could be creating problems for himself, and the goalkeeper heads it away. Caps United now closing down on the MWOS players, especially those that showed flashes of brilliance in the first 45 minutes. And Atabanda loses possession. It's a throw in to his team. MWOS here. The throw is taken. Katsande tries to find him once again. Oh, that's a lovely flick. The cross comes in. Oh, nobody home for them. MWOS had a glorious opportunity. And Kongwari from a distance straight at the goalkeeper. Kwaku or die. But Caps United must be very careful. They seem to forget how to close down opponents. MWOS were unfortunate on that particular occasion. They should have gotten something.
Yes, a ball was sent in from the right channel there, and of course it didn't get into the right zones. Billy Vereme had to recover it there to give it to Kwangwari, who let go of a shot, but it didn't have enough power, enough sting to bother Odai.
This one is the post, the upright. And Caps United are certainly under pressure here. Look at Lloyd Mtasa. Not happy with something. The throw is taken. Billy Veremu will pick it up. And the cross into the box. The chance from Shkambizi. Juggling it one way, then the other. The cross has come and Finally headed out of play by Mangisa. Caps United, my word, survived the scare with MWOS hitting the post with the goalkeeper completely out of office. The corner kick is taken quickly and it's poorly taken as well as Kangwa clears the danger. And finally, they can restart the formula with their captain, Caps United. Bamusi, as Mangisa clears that ball forward. Tende Adam, that wasn't very clever. It's out of play, but Caps United survived that scare.
Caps United survived the scare. Imagine the ball ricocheted off the goal upright goal post for goalkeeper Odai. He was lucky to see that ball bounce on the right side of the goalpost, but on the wrong side of the goalpost in as far as MWOS are concerned. And it was in a space of a minute for the two attacks by MWOS.
Yes, indeed. MWOS are asking questions time and again. Zambezi picks up Katsande. Valentine will play this one. A good dummy. Picked up now by Atabanda. Here comes MWOS. Can they get something out of this one? Martina, edge of the area. Turns one way, then the other. But Caps United did a good job on that occasion. Here they come now. A chance. The cross comes in and straight to the goalkeeper. Kongwari had done brilliantly for a defender to be able to skip around an opponent and still manage to get in the cross. That was some brilliant play. Kwaku Odai now finds up Brian Kadamanja. Ball played back. Kadamanja will toss this one forward, headed out of play by Kongwari. Clive Kongwari. Throw in to Caps United. Once again, Brian Kadamanja responsible for set piece duties, and Ian Bakala seems to try and influence the game from the touchline. Kadamanja, I think, being told to move back to the correct position. Grace Gimo is making sure that she takes charge of these situations. Here is Chipanera guiding it backwards. Kangwa forward. Kadamanja loses out, but Abubakar will pick it up. He's a very versatile player. You can see that sometimes he's in the middle of the defense. Martina, a lovely skill from Martina. He's going forward. Martina is there! Brilliant stuff. Nigel Elfas Martina. What a goal, Joe.
An individual goal, individual brilliance. Martina, where did that ball come from? The way he picked up the ball at the center of the field, he turned his marker inside out, and he went on a follow run and let go of the shot, a ferocious shot that goalkeeper, Caps United goalkeeper Stephen Odai could not deal with, but just to pick it up from the back of the net.
Oh, that is a goal worth winning any match in the world. Nigel Martina.
And that goal,
he can be a tricky customer.
That goal, Stanley, will probably arguably a contender
for goal of the season. Definitely.
Yes. If we had a goal of the month, probably this will. Goal of the week, definitely. Maybe goal of the month. Goal of the month, yes, may come in, but definitely one for the pecking order in the goal of the month.
Especially when you look at the fact that he had to beat an opponent. Yes. Looked up, moved a few steps and produced a stunner that the Ghanaian goalkeeper could not deal with. So it's MWOS 1, Caps United 0. Nigel Martina, the goal scorer. Now Kadamanja for Caps United takes a long throw into the area. It's headed up in the air. Neatly brought down by Tende Adam. Looking for support from Kadamanja. He can cross the ball so well. And over the bar, no problem for the goalkeeper. That's Martin Martina from Brian Kadamanja. 1-0. The Panthers are in the lead. The Kandega boys are leading here in the Chibuku Super Cup. So scorelines changing. We were reporting 0-0 all along. It's now 1-0 MWOS. And some Cape United fans showing us that we are still multiracial in the country. We will always be.
That's why we call it the beautiful game of football. You know, it brings all and everyone to the stadium. Young, old, either gender, you still welcome at a football stadium.
Yes, indeed. As Mshikambizi lays it through, but then there is Kangwa playing that ball into touch. Veremu wanted to throw it immediately, but Samaita told him to slow it down. Taking some time. Lloyd Samaita Mtasa, a shrewd coach. And some changes for Cape United. They're taking out their captain, Bamusi. In comes Junior Bunjira. That's being very brave, to take out your captain and you bring in a youngster, Junior Bunjira. Yeah, born in 2003, just about 22 years. Depending on what part of the year was he born, he could still be 21. Junior Bunjira. He's a winger with a lot of pace. On his day, he can certainly destroy any team. As Kongwari takes a throw. Mshikambizi still fighting for possession. He's taken away by Kadamanja. Dilegi Kadamanja avoids the danger. Now it comes back to Abubakar, the master. To another one, which Mrambiwa. And the ball is cleared away. And he's headed back to goalkeeper Martin Mapisa, who is the captain today, being forced to pick up the ball by Mugalu Kobe Mchimba, the Congolese striker, one of the foreign-based players in the Cape United outfit. There was a crude tackle late on Matthew George. It's actually Tafazgo George, just number 8. I'm glad to say he's up and about and can continue with the game as we play 1 hour here at Ngoni Stadium. Abubakar tucking his shots upwards. Ready to dispatch this one, taking a bit of time. Well, time is on his side. He can wind down the clock. Katsande with a good looking cross inside the area, cleared away. Junior Bunjira. And in the end, the Cape United player has gone down injured. Billy Veremu.
He landed awkwardly there when he was about to receive a back pass header from Junior Bunjira. Yeah, nothing malicious there. I think the way he landed, it was very uncomfortable. I think it's a misstep. Somehow he must have tripped himself. Let's take a look at what happened. There he is. Oh, very unfortunate. It's Kadamanja.
Yeah, that's Kadamanja. Was having a very good game despite being 1-0 down. Brian Kadamanja was responsible for all the good forward work that Cape United produced. Now Lawrence Zimondi monitoring the situation, trying to assess whether Kadamanja can continue or not. And I can see him indicating to the medical staff that he should be taken off the field so that treatment can continue off the field of play. And it will be a big blow for Kadamanja to be taken out through injury because, he was playing so well.
Yeah, he was, and is one solid defender that we can think of. And part of the defensive lineup at Cape United, who have actually shut out Billy Veremu. If you look at the way they stood in the first half, they were so solid and tight at the back. We would think that Billy Veremu, who is actually one of the leading goal scorers in the local league, is not playing because he's been shut out by the Cape United defense, inclusive of Brian Kadamanja.
Yes, indeed, and they've done a very good job, despite the fact that now Nigel Martina got a goal to separate these two teams. And the ref once more pulling the ball back for a foul on a MWOS player. Looks like Tafadra George, and this will be taken by Valentine Katsande. Now Martin Mapisa, the captain, takes over. He's going to play the ball downfield. We welcome those joining us for the first time here on ZBC TV. It's MWOS 1, Caps United 0. What a goals that was scored by Nigel Martina. Here comes Junior Bunjira. He has got the pace, the skill, still going forward, tries to bring across, and is taken away. Here's the goal scorer, Nigel Martina, very neat with his feet. This one is taken up by Kadamanja, but still injured. He's still limping very heavily. It will be a big blow if Kadamanja has to leave. Looking at the Caps United bench, I'm trying to find who can play in his place here. Well, Bakari, not Bakari Jaden. Here's Martin Mapisa playing dangerously. Well, Caps United will have quite a headache.
Yeah, Tapiwa Matongo maybe will come in.
Maybe Matongo will have to do that. He's a defender.
Yeah.
Look at Martin Mapisa. He should have learnt. Well, I don't think he was around when Jafet Mparuta used to save these bouncing balls. Caps United, this is Chintuli. Plays a good-looking ball to the near side here. Young Bunjira heads it into the center. Back to Kadamanja. Still walking gingerly. Brings in a cross. It's unfortunate that Ian Bakala and company will have to agree on one thing, that Kadamanja should be encouraged to discontinue in this match. MWOS shouldn't try to be defensive, because that can only encourage Caps United to keep coming forward. They do have the players. And Mgalum Chimbe, Young Bunjira himself, and Chintuli, those are players that can cause problems. They still have more on the bench, as this one is played wide for a corner.
Yeah, I agree with you, Stan. It will be folly of MWOS to waste time. There's still enough minutes for Caps United to find themselves back into this game and possibly even nick it in the dying embers of the game. So it's still an open game. We can't rule out Caps United as it is, and MWOS are better advised to keep doing whatever they've been doing and hunt for the second goal.
Yes, changes now for MWOS. I see that young Sam Teneri is coming on, and Billy Veremu calls it a day, the top goal scorer. Teneri is a striker. Well, Dynamos used to have a Sam Teneri. We'll find out for you whether this youngster is related at all to the former Dynamos midfield general. He was also Sam Teneri. I nearly said that this could be his son, but normally when you do that, he will carry Junior in the middle.
Yeah, because the name and the surname are
just to separate the father from the son. Back on the field now as MWOS still trying to go forward. Good control. Ball played through. Jambizi backwards. Abubakar. The return pass. Bunjira has read the situation, and it's going to be a free kick. Lloyd Mtasa managing the situation, just telling his players to take it easy. Don't rush. This is how it all happened. Nigel Martina, the goal scorer, was impeded, so a free kick will come for the Panthers here. And Junior Bunjira getting involved, make sure that the free kick is taken from the correct position. Abubakar, responsible for all set pitch duties. He has got a sweet left foot. Plays it long, cleared away by Caps United. And Kongwari clever enough to allow it out of play for a throw-in, which he takes quickly. Now it comes to Murambiwa. And these fans...
Mixed emotions, eh?
Yeah, mixed emotions on these fans. Kundai Benyu still to stamp his authority in the middle of the park. It can be a busy bee. And Adam penalized there for bringing down Atabanda. A free kick for the Panthers. We're looking for a second goal so that there could be enough daylight between them and Caps United. It's the Chibuku Super Cup being contested here at Ngoni Stadium by the Panthers, MWOS and Caps United. Here's the chance, the goalkeeper has lost it! Scrambled away and the goalkeeper managed to pick it up. My word, that was poor timing there by the goalkeeper. He came off his line, he wasn't assured, lost the ball, and luckily for him, the shot from MWOS was misdirected. Here's Martina. Over carrying the ball, Young Bunjira gets the return pass from MWOS. His cross was weak. It is taken away by Nigel Martina. He posts a long ball forward. And the substitute Mteneri. Atabanda turns inwards. Comes back on the near side and Mteneri tries his shot. And he's taken away. MWOS are sensing blood now. Here is Valentine Katsande. His MWOS are still coming through. This one is picked up. It comes on the near side to Junior Bunjira. Caps United, Kadamanja slowly recovering. And this one is taken away by Kongwari to Nigel Martina. Normally plays on the wing, but today he's more and more in the middle of the park. Atabanda, very strong character. He lays it through. A chance now, the cross will come, cleared. Not quite, and finally out. But then picked up by Matthew Murambiwa, who slipped in the process. Another Caps United again slipping. Proving not to be a good day, but these fans are quite happy with what they're seeing. You can see with the expressions on their faces and the fact that they're singing.
And they are not seated. You know, that shows that they are engrossed. They are actually captivated by this game. They are part of the game and they are enjoying it. The blue half of the game this afternoon enjoying themselves. That MWOS. Caps United are still hunting for that elusive equalizer. We thought they were going to get one a few minutes after MWOS had scored, but now MWOS are now on the ascendancy. They are looking like they will get us the second goal of the afternoon, and to their credit. But Caps United, I think, may need to be steady, calm, composed, and just find each other. Make those passes that are progressive and find each other, and hopefully they might get something out of it. But it seems maybe Caps United are a bit jaded now. They are shocked. They need to find an answer to what MWOS are throwing at them.
Oh, yes, indeed. They have to find an answer. Because MWOS are looking for a second goal to make it safe. The insurance goal with 19 minutes left of play to the 90. And the medical team has been called on. For a moment, the stretcher was about to be brought on. Then stopped. I think Tende Adam is able to walk off the field of play. Surprising thing is he went down on his own.
Yes.
I didn't see anything happen. It could be cramp.
It was off the ball. We don't know what happened to him there.
Let's take a look at
That's
what could have happened here.
When he was traveling Caps United.
Yes. Atabanda showing his strength. It was a good looking cross from Teneri's cross. that was a chance cleared away. MWOS had very good looking chances. If they had been more precise in front of goal, it could have been a different story. If you look at the bottom of your picture, that was just number 77, Tendai Matindife, is about to come on. Now they've got two players who are about to join the fray.
Ryan Kadamanja has been pulled out.
Yeah, Kadamanja
I think
has
because of
to
that injury,
come off, and
yeah.
Mzinde. Sean Mzinde is coming in, plays in midfield. And they had no choice, Caps United. They had to pull out Fran Kadamanja after picking up an injury. It's such injuries that you surprisingly find that they take long to heal. Injuries whereby there was no tackle, no contact with any other player, and then players go down. Caps United pick up possession. And then Mugalu Chimbe goes down. Unjira brings it to Chimbe. Caps United pushing forward with Mangiza in the area. Kongwari makes sure it's safe. And Kongwari again gets the return ball. Can they take it away? Mchkambizi forward. This is Kangwa. Now with the captain's armband, very brave. The veteran knows all about it. Mangiza now lays it along the ground. Junior Bunjira from the right hand side. Benyu. The idea was right. Who is here on the near side? Matindife. The cross inside the area. No challenge at all. The goalkeeper nearly messed up. That was poor goalkeeping by Martin Mapisa. You can't play the ball back into your penalty area. You tip it over for a corner or something else.
Yes, I thought it was the ball in his territory. He could have had full control of that ball. Either punch it even on the blind side. Yeah, that would have been safer than where the ball is coming from. More central, that could have been more problems for Martin Mapisa.
Yes, and MWOS under pressure now as Caps United are still pushing and pushing. Mrambiwa plays that one forward. MWOS are attacking. Can they get something out of this one? Play will continue. And finally, Benyu picks it up for Caps United. Here come now Chintuli. Tightly monitored. Good marking coming in from MWOS. Good job by Abubakar Moffat. Here is Mangiza. Along the far side touchline to Junior Bunjira. It's taken away. Back again to Mangiza, who puts a long one into the box. Mugalu struggling to control. Falls under challenge. Benyu flicks it through, gets the return pass. Caps United with some lovely football. Matindife struggling to keep the ball in play. And finally, out of play for a throw-in, which will be taken by Matindife, the substitute. And in the end, that will be a foul. Martin Mapisa has gone down, injured. So play will be head up for a while. Martin Mapisa. I didn't see anything happen to him. And he just went down, and we'll find out if he will be able to continue. And Martin Mapisa still being attended to.
Yeah, this is one unfortunate incident for Martin Mapisa. You know, it's not pleasant to see a goalkeeper go down injured, and hopefully it's not anything serious. And even the referee will need a water break.
Oh, yes, indeed. Martin Mapisa. He nearly created problems for his own team there when he failed to punch the ball over and tried to be clever. You don't do that with better opposition. They could easily have punished him. But he is lucky Caps United did not have a player in the middle of the penalty box. Throw in by Kwangwari. That's a massive throw. This one cleared away by Mchikambizi. Mangiza has lost possession. Now at the banda. Over the bar. He went for power instead of placement.
Mangiza will be a relieved man after the Banda blasted that shot over the bar. Otherwise, you know, it would have been recklessness on his part, which would have sunken his team further down through a more second goal. But as it is, still remains 1-0 to MWOS.
Yes, it is still 1-0 to MWOS. There is Kangwa battling for possession. Free kick. And I can tell you the referee was juked on that one. At the banda. Well, that's the earlier effort where he should have tested the goalkeeper but blazed it over the bar.
And I think that speaks of the instincts of a clever striker, Walter Banda. To say if a defender is dilly-dallying with the ball, punish him, get the ball out of them, steal the ball out of them and create your own chances. That's what he did there.
A free kick will come, and again it will be Abubakar Moffat. Just being told by the referee to move the ball backwards. And the player next to him is Nigel Martina, scorer of that spectacular goal. That makes the difference here. 10 minutes from the 90. Nigel Martina, edge of the area. Nobody on the blind side for Caps United. Oh dear, oh dear. Why is it I'm the only one who is saying that? They've got a technical bench there full of highly trained and experienced people. Surely they should be telling their players to move to the blind side.
Because when the ball is on the other channel, you know, you'd always think and fancy your chances. If it goes in from the blind side, anything can happen. Because that ball was overcooked. It eluded everyone. Even the Cape United defenders did not anticipate that. But had there been a MWOS player on the blind side, he could have capitalized on that.
Yes, as Katande created problems for himself. And this one just poked out of play. For a goal kick to be taken by the goalminder, Martin Mapisa. Ian Bakala at the bottom of a picture in a black cap is telling Mugalo to stay where he is and prevent MWOS, the Panthers, from starting from the back. Here's their star player, Abubakar Moffat. Here's Bunjira. Tindife plays it forward. Again, good defensive work from MWOS. The Cape United player struggling to fasten onto possession. That's Mzinde. Here's Mzinde once again, posting the ball forward. And in the end, it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Martin Mapisa. We have started now the antics of winding down the clock. Why not when your team is leading? He's the captain as well, because Nyabunze is operating from the bench. Benyu, Ikintuli, Chitoshi. Unjira's touch. a bit wide and is too far ahead of the intended target. And this one is a goal kick. Desperate Caps United strikers now retrieving the ball whenever it goes out so that the set piece can be executed quickly.
Yeah, I think Caps United are showing signs of desperation. You can see their exchanges of passes. You know, they are not as decisive and as assured as we had seen of Caps United in the first half. I'm not sure if Caps United have thrown in the towel yet. And yet, this game can still get a goal from Caps United and force this game into penalty kicks, and anything can happen.
Sure, it's not over until the fat lazy sings,
Yes.
Joe.
Yeah, Caps United are still in with a chance.
It's not over. Definitely, if they continue to play with their heads, then the chances are there. It's only one goal, but MWOS are aware of the same thing. Moffat Abubakar plays it through. It's headed away by Matindife. Poor effort. Should have done it better there. Matindife brought in to play in the place of Brian Kadamanja. And Matthew Mrambiwa fouled once again by Chimbe Ugalu. So that will be a free kick. The Panthers now taking as much time as possible with these set pieces. Katsande will clip this one through. And the goalkeeper, Odai, takes it away. Pumps a long one downfield. MWOS are standing firm. It's headed forward by Chipanera. It's another one. Trying to make sure somebody does something with it. Kongwari avoids the danger. Matindife. Nobody home for Caps United as Chitoshi has gone down injured once again. Looks like Caps United do not have defenders because they have had to substitute Brian Kadamanja with a midfielder. Mangiza shepherding the ball on the far side, just trying to make sure that he doesn't do much. The whistle goes, is a Caps United free kick. 5 minutes from the 90. Caps United are making some changes here. Jaden Bakare, Chintuli comes off. Jaden Bakare comes on. Ian Bakala sharpening his strike force there. Bakare is a striker, yes. And Chintuli was playing in the middle of the park. So definitely he wants a bit of bite. Another effort. Oh! What a goal by Arthur Banda.
What a
perfect timing as well. 4 minutes from the end. And a carbon copy of the goal by Nigel Martina. My word.
Have MWOS been practicing goal shooting all week long?
I think they've been doing that.
Evidence is here before us.
My goodness me. This is brilliant. 2 spectacular goals. And it looks like MWOS are going through to the next round of the Chibuku Cup. Here it is. Arthur Banda.
Arthur Banda, that is.
Blasting it through.
No chance for Steve Odai.
The Ghanaian left asking questions. And just look at the crowd. Their version of the Vietnam stand is in full voice now. Why not? When your team has got daylight between them and the opponent.
Who can blame them for enjoying the sunny afternoon in Norton? No one can. They've come here to support their team, and their team hasn't disappointed. Gave them 2 sweet goals from range, and to give them the ticket to the next round of the Chibuku Super Cup. So definitely a good outing for MWOS fans and for MWOS FC.
The MWOS are promising to be an exciting team here. Samai Tamtasa believes in this passing game, and his players have been doing that. They haven't disappointed. He has got the youngsters with the skill. Those 2 goals are enough evidence that they can do it. Mchikambi Zinao can restart the formula. It's Atabanda once again, who was threatening all afternoon. He's been pushed off the ball by the standing captain, Proskangwa. Free kick to the Panthers. I think Bruce Kangwa should manage his emotions.
Yes.
Because the whistle is gone, there isn't much you can do.
There's nothing much.
A word or two and then he must move away.
Look at
That's
that.
the shot.
Beautiful.
Wow! It went on to hit the inside side netting. Oh, brilliant.
The same quadrant
Yeah.
that the MWOS first goal went in.
That area is very difficult for goalkeepers. Here they are, the Norton residents, in full voice, clad in the colors of their team, red, blue and white. Oh, it's a lot of fun being a MWOS supporter. And there is Bruce Kangwa being given some stern talking to by the referee, Lawrence Zimondi. Team Manasseh is set to come on. Jersey number 38 for the home team here, Godfrey Tatenda Manasseh, the defensive midfielder. There is another opportunity that goes away, bouncing awkwardly, and old Dati Kwaku will take this one. Kangwa, Mangiza. United now coming through, trying his own version of a long-range effort. He doesn't have the strength, neither did he shape himself for a proper shot. Changes coming through. Take us through the changes and what they mean, Joe.
Yeah, I see Coach Lloyd Mtasa is pulling out Nigel Martina, the scorer of the beautiful first goal for MWOS, and he's bringing in a Godfrey Tatenda Manasseh, who is a central defensive midfielder. And I think Mtasa saying, I think the job is done. What we just need to do now is sweep office and shut the back door. So I think it's trying to manage the game there, Lloyd Mtasa.
And Nigel Martina being hurried by the referee Lawrence Zimondi, and he gets a round of applause from the appreciable crowd here. And he embraces his coach for a job well done. Lloyd Samaita Mtasa steering MWOS to victory here at Ngoni Stadium. They could soon make this one a fortress the way they are going. 3 minutes of stoppage time, and the home fans are in full voice. Yave nyama ya kukocha. We're having a braai. If you are a MWOS fan, Abubakar loses possession. This one taken up by Caps United. What can they do with this one? Two are running off the ball, and Murambiwa plays the ball into touch. It will be a throw-in to Caps United, who are down here by 1-0. Their fans in green and white there, looking very quiet indeed. As we take a look at the effort, it was from way out. I think the goalkeeper never expected a shot to be taken from that sort of distance.
He must have been surprised.
And that's a brilliant aerial view of proceedings on the field of play. Even the substitutes ended up on the field of play.
I think Caps United will want to take these last 3 minutes just to show us what they can do, not to lose heart and even to lose their minds. You know, this is a competitive sport, and Caps United are not really a bad side, as it were. They are equally a competitive team. As we see Lloyd Mtasa there making some 3 changes, final changes.
Throwing everyone so that they can have fun. There's no real danger of losing this one, as we see Atabanda with his effort sailing into the corner. He's still advertising Kandege. So Lloyd Mtasa bringing in Matongorere.
Atabanda being pulled out, the scorer of the second goal.
I know that they want him next weekend or any other matches that will be coming through. Tinashe Smango comes on. Matongorere Tyrone is in as well. It looks like everyone else is going to have a run around. Tenda Mchkambizi, the midfield hardman, calls it a day. And Martin Mapisa gives the young substitute who has come on, Godfrey Tatenda Manasseh, to play the ball forward. Ball cleared away. Unjira has got possession. Surely should have done better playing it straight to his colleague who was faithful. Unjira lifts it once again. Yeah, it would be a good idea just to encourage the young men to play simple football, ball control, pass, run into space. You do that again and again, and then you invent other things into your game. Otherwise, he's a very talented young man. And we all expect him to do well in the future. That's Junior Unjira. Long throw forward from Kongwari. Unjira the first to arrive. This one is neatly taken down. And in the end, Ethan Thompson couldn't do much with it. But here comes Mangiza. Ball played to the far side. Here comes the cross. Caps United pick up possession. Long ball in the area. Nobody home for United. Spanera. Mangiza. Into the center. Mugalu. There is cleared away. And Bakari was pushed, piling the pressure. Martin Mapisa a bit livid with his defenders. Martin defense effort inside the area. Oh, a chance here for Caps United. Bunjira playing it on the near side. Martin Dife. Poor effort. And this one will be taken through once again. It comes back to Martin Dife. The chance straight to the goalkeeper by Shitoshi. Martin Mapisa virtually goes to sleep with this one. We have played the 3 minutes. I think it has taken us 5.5 minutes to complete the 3 because of the stoppages.
The stoppage due to the substitutions by Lloyd Mtasa.
Yes.
And also interestingly, look at one of the substitutes that he put in, Ethan Thompson, a very young boy, born in 2012. Also being brought into the game to have a feel of what it is like to play in front of a vociferous crowd at MWOS.
Yes, they're catching them young at MWOS. They are catching them young.
There he is. They're trying to go for a challenge.
Ethan, yes, you build his confidence with matches like this. Here they come, and the referee, Lawrence Zimondi, blows to end the match here at Ngoni Stadium in Norton, with MWOS beating Caps United by 2 brilliant goals, winning 2-0. And certainly the fans will be singing all night tonight. And what is happening from other centers?
We just got an update that Simba Bora won, Dynamos won. So Dynamos have equalized in that game being played out in Wadzanai Stadium in Shamba. And we still have a 1-1 stalemate between Bikita Minerals, who are out at tail 1. And FC Platinum still goalless with Manica Diamond. So Dynamos forcing matters to go possibly to penalty shootout out at Wadzanai Stadium. So Simba Bora 1-1, Dynamos here 2-0, MWOS and tail 1, and Bikita Minerals still locked at 1-0. And another draw between FC Platinum and Manica Diamond.
Well, you know very well that we have got our analyst Justice Majabi, a former Dimbare midfield player, and he's listening to the noise coming from Wadzanai Stadium. He must be extremely happy with what has happened, and he was actually confident that once they go to a penalty shootout, he was confident that his side will prevail. Let's wait and see, as we will be hearing from him very soon from the touchline when he accompanies Charles CNN Mabika to talk about the entire 90 minutes here at Ngoni Stadium.
So
very soon, of course, the interviews will be conducted, but we can talk about the match itself. Where did Caps go wrong? Because at first, they looked to be okay, going to half-time 0-0, but when they came back, they seemed to have crumbled.
Yeah, I think Caps United lost it in the second half. They put up a sterling and a steady first half show, which MWOS had done in the early part of the first half. But Caps United, I think maybe there are changes in the second half that they brought in, and also even their tactical sweet twitches cost them the game, because that's when MWOS eventually found openings on the Caps United defensive lines, and MWOS then crafted their chances from that and then got their win, their sweet goal from Nigel Martina and from Arthur Banda. So
Yes.
a poor second half for Caps United.
Yes, sir. Good first half for Caps, but a poor second one. But for MWOS, they were cruising through. They defended well in the first half, and when they came back, they then decided to get the goals here. Let's try and see if we can get to Charles CNN Mabika, who has got a guest to interview. It's over to you, Charles.
Right. So the end of this Chibuku Super Cup tie at Ngoni Stadium. Two scorching drives from Nigel Martina and Arthur Banda, putting paid to Caps aspirations in this Premier Knockout Cup. I'm joined by visibly, understandably disappointed Caps United head coach, Banana, we call him, Ian Bakala. Well, tough luck, coach. Where do you think it all went wrong?
Well, I think for us, reaction was too slow. Even when they've scored 2 goals, I think we could have done better. And it's just a matter of players' concentration. They need to concentrate the whole game. Yeah, there are certain situations like that. Obvious case, if you don't concentrate, you take it easy, they score you like that. And which is very disappointing. We've got a team that can avoid that, but unfortunately today we conceded goals where I could at least have avoided.
Some Caps United supporters are saying that you are lacking the lethal gunmen up front. What's your take on that?
Well, I think if you have seen our team, it's changing every day. We've got knocks. Sometimes we had like Kunda is just coming into after a long period of time. Yeah, the last game we had Tanaka also is not here. So it's something that we need to balance the team, but we need to work with the players who are there at the moment. Yeah, they are there, but we need, since I think consistent, we are lacking. If we win today, the next game we come a bit down, which is I think players, they need to know that each game is the same and they just have to focus on each game.
Finally, coach, your parting words to the millions of Caps United supporters watching now. Just a quick word.
Well, I think I'll thank the supporters. Even if the team was lost, there was that. But I think we need to give them the best coming game. I think it's very important even for us. We need to reflect, and players, they know what is at stake at the moment. We need to concentrate on the cup, on the league. I mean, the cup is gone, and we just have now to fight for the league so that we finish at a good place.
Well, tough luck, coach. Safe trip back home.
Thank you, sir.
That was Banana, Ian Bakala, as you heard him with that final message as well to the Caps United supporters. Now I'm joined by a visibly elated MWOS head coach, Samaita, we used to call him. We still call him Samaita, Lloyd Mutasa. Well, congratulations, coach. And just how did you feel? Because the first half, you could have scored 2 or 3. Then the second half, you started on a high note, you continued, but still you couldn't get it away. Was there a time when you thought, hey, this one might slip away from us?
I think, Charles, when you create chances, you keep hoping that probably one of the chances that will come your way will put it home.
Yeah. So your message to the MWOS fans, can you already talk of going all the way, or is caution at first? What's your message to the MWOS supporters who are watching right now?
The thing is, glory be to God, and then to the MWOS family, we say together we are strong. One game at a time, and we'll see where God wants to put us at the end of the day.
And finally, before you go, coach, the 13-year-old Ethan Thompson, future?
Yeah, how exciting will it be for his history that his first game in the PSL was a clash against the Cup Kings.
Right, all the best, coach, and wish you the best in the next round.
Thank you so much, Mugachali.
Right, that was Samaita Lloyd Mutasa introducing the 13-year-old son of MWOS director Patrick Thompson. Ethan Thompson is the 13-year-old. You are saying, watch out for him, in other words. Right, that's just about it, hey? I can tell you that at Wadzanai Stadium, they are now heading for a penalty shootout after Dynamos equalized to make it 1-1. It's actually going on right now. Well, do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. I'm sure you enjoyed this game as much as we did. From everybody from the ZBC TV sports crew behind the scenes, fronted by our producers, Bevan Shinurai, Stuart Choriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura. Yes, we say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until we meet.